I didn't even know that Alcides Escobar was still in Major League Baseball, but look at this play that he made for the Nationals yesterday at shortstop. Not very many guys can do that, whether they're 32 years old or 24 years old. I mean, I tip my cap. What a play. Anyways, what's going on, everyone? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another MLB recap. We have a lot to talk about today, so if this is your first time on the channel, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button because we do this every single day. Shohei Ohtani was hit in the hand yesterday by Ryan Weathers, who has been horrible. They need to either send him down or fix him real quick because he is putting other players at risk. The Yankees, their 13-game winning streak was also at risk, and then Mets fans, they might be sick and tired of Javier Baez already because they were booing the man yesterday. Now, before we talk about the highlights, I do want to say that this recap was brought to you by Auction of Champions. This is like my third or fourth video working with them. It's an online auction house where you can bid on items like baseball cards, Pokemon cards. There's also a ton of movie memorabilia, so if you're into Star Wars or anything like that, there are items for you as well. All you have to do is when you sign up, make sure that you click on my name, Fuzzy, so they know that I sent you. And in return, they sent me a little care package. So we have some Topps Chrome Sapphire, we have Bowman's Best, and then a sick Fernando Tatis Jr. signed jersey, but we're going to go ahead and open these up at the end of today's video. But thank you to Auction of Champions for bringing you guys today's recap. So, of course, we already talked about a little bit. Shohei Ohtani was hit in the hand by Ryan Weathers, and again, they either need to send this guy down because he has been straight garbage. I don't mean to sound like a jerk because I like Ryan Weathers, but he has not been good, and it came at the expense of Shohei Ohtani. Luckily, he stayed in the game. It was a strike 3 call, so he didn't leave the game because he was injured. He left because he was out. Jared Walsh, he went to Jared's, and then Jack Mayfield. The score is 3-1 going into the later innings as Joe Adell shows off the cannon. This guy is so good defensively. Don't let that error from last year, skew your perspective that he let that ball go from his glove to a home run. You have Walsh and Suzuki making it 5-3. Ohtani stays in, and he steals his 20th bag of the year, so he now has 41 home runs and 20 RBIs, the first Angels player to ever do that, and the only Japanese player to ever do that as well. Justin Upton, with this sacrifice fly, now has 1,000 career RBIs, so good for him. He is having a wonderful career. I know the last few years have not been that great. Phil Gosselin and Walsh, they make it 10 runs, and then the Padres, they're lucky that the Reds are scuffling because they suck. The Jays versus the Tigers, we have Alek Manoah cooking up folks against the Tigers, but he didn't get any run support until Alejandro Kirk, he did his thing, and then Akil Baddoo makes a sick catch in the 7th, but this was just a segue because Bo Bichette in the 7th inning, he brought in Randall Grichuk, and then moments later, Jeimer Candelario roped his 36th double. It was an RBI double, so he is now #1 in all of baseball for 2-baggers. Eric Haas, he's able to beat out a double play to tie it up, but Vladimir Guerrero Jr., he barely beats a seed from Akil Baddoo, so the Jays, they go up 3-2, and then Derek Hill, he strikes out on a 97 fastball down the middle. A lot of people would say this is a meatball, but Jordan Romano throws 97, 98 with movement, so it is not easy. In that game, Bo Bichette stole his 20th bag, so 2 players to begin today's video join the 2020 club, Shohei Ohtani and Bo Bichette. Yankees fans, your streak finally came to an end yesterday because Tony Kemp seems to be the Yankee killer. Drives in Chad Pinder, and then Sean Murphy scores on a balk from Nestor Cortez. Starlin Marte, he steals his 20th bag already for Oakland. He is now 20 for 20 in 23 games for the Oakland Athletics. That is legendary stuff right there. Both teams, they were not happy with the umpires. I think the manager, Bob Melvin, for the A's, he was ejected. Anyways, Chapman goes 403 feet as Frankie Montas, he got Joey Gallo to ground into a double play. So that 7 shutout innings, only 2 hits allowed on 6 strikeouts. Now Gallo does come back defensively. He robs Matt Chapman of his 2nd home run. And then Aaron Judge smacks a 2-run shot. Just unfortunately, they cannot get the job done. Their 13-game winning streak comes to an end, and Boston, they're only 2 games back of 2nd place now. The reason why is because they beat Cleveland yet again because the bullpen for Cleveland is horrific. Let's talk about the first few innings though. Kyle Schwarber hits his 27th home run of the year, and Xander Bogaerts doubles in a run after an error from DJ allows that to happen. Franmil Reyes goes 440 feet, and then Bradley Zimmer ties it up for Cy Quantrill. So Cal, he was pretty good along with Nathan Eovaldi. Nathan has 7 strikeouts in just under 6 innings, and Quantrill, he's able to go 7 innings, only 1 earned run because the second was an error from the left fielder. He has 6 strikeouts and was fired up. I love this kid. Honestly, he's the biggest win from any trade that we have made in the last 2 or 3 seasons. So I love that. But you know what I don't love? An Oppo Taco, a 3-run shot from JD Martinez, and then Adam Ottavino comes in to save it as the Boston Red Sox have now won 3 games in a row, and they're going for the sweep in about, 10 minutes? The Royals versus the Mariners, 2 kind of polar opposite teams right now. The Royals Royals have been playing great, but the Mariners, maybe not so much. So 32-year-old phenom Whit Merrifield belts his 10th home run of the year. He has 38 stolen bases and a 3.8 WAR on the season. And Salvador Perez, this is not deja vu. He does it again. This one wasn't a grand slam, but he now has a home run in 4 consecutive games. He now has 37 home runs on the year. You have Cam Gallagher singling in Rivera, and Scott Barlow gets the save. So the Mariners, they have lost 3 games in a row, and the Royals, out of nowhere, on a 3-game winning streak and 7-3 in their last 10 games. Right, here we go. The Mets versus the Nationals. Both teams, they were trading runs back and forth, back and forth. Lane Thomas and Alcides Escobar. So Escobar got it done with the glove and the stick. They make it 2-0, and then Kevin Pillar, Superman, he ties it up on 2 swings. He was huge for Marcus Stroman, who goes, I think, 5 innings, only allows 2 earned runs, and Michael Conforto goes the other way, just like JD Martinez with an Oppo Taco. He has a 96 OPS plus, which is not good, and this is his final year of a contract, so I kind of feel bad for him. He's not going to get as much as he was going to after the 2020 season because he was massive last year. That's big time. Edwin Diaz grabs his 26th save. Even though they get the W, they're still almost 8 games back of first place. Now, I just want to go ahead and roll the clip of Javier Baez striking out and Mets fans booing him, because you guys have to let me know, was this an angry boo, or was this like, come on, man, we believe in you, but we're sick and tired of you not having plate discipline? Which one was it?
Last night, hit one to the opposite field. Quick pitch that time, and he got him with the changeup. So Nolan using all the...
Yo, no BS. About 2 minutes after I recorded this video, this happened in the Mets game. I don't know if you can say I called him out, but it happened again. The Phillies versus the Diamondbacks. Bryce Harper, his sacrifice fly kickstarts the scoring, and Didi drives in Gene Segura right before Odubel Herrera and Gene, the hit machine. They go back-to-back in the 3rd inning. Kyle Gibson was fantastic. He went 6 shutout innings, only 3 hits on 0 walks. He lowers his season ERA to 2.94. Bryce Harper goes for his 30th double in the 8th inning, and then he was driven in by Didi Gregorius, and I think Didi was driven in by Bamboo Brad. Brad Miller gets the job done as Philly. They win big 7-0. They're on a 2-game winning streak, and they're just 4.5 games back of the Braves. They have the pieces to make a run, but they have to build on yesterday's win, and they have to keep on going, because honestly, if they don't go 20-7 the rest of the way, it's just not going to happen. So the Phillies won big, and speaking of winning big, so did the Cardinals yesterday against the Pirates, because Adam Wainwright was on the bump. We'll talk about his godly stats in just a second. Yadier Molina, he passes Gary Carter for 7th all-time for catcher base hits. Edmundo Sosa finds the gap for an RBI triple. Paul Goldschmidt sneaks in an RBI base hit of his own, and then Sosa does it again, so 2 RBI triples in 1 game, so he has 5 RBIs before the 4th inning. Chavis almost made the play, but he could not get to it. Adam Wainwright singles in Tommy Edman, and Paul Goldschmidt rips another RBI base hit as Harrison Bader flies in to make a catch, and this aids Adam Wainwright, who throws 7 shutout innings, only allows 3 hits, and just like Kyle Gibson, he finally lowers his ERA to below 3. And against the Pirates this year, Adam Wainwright has thrown 30 innings. He's only given up 1 earned run in 30 innings. And Carlson, he belts his 13th home run. He has a very respectable 112 OPS plus. The Giants, they shut out the Atlanta Braves yesterday. La Stella turns on one for a home run, and then he brings in a 2nd RBI on a sacrifice fly. Logan Webb, he was insane yesterday. He has a double play to end the 6th inning, and Mike Yastrzemski rewards him with a bomb as Logan tossed 7 shutout innings with 6 strikeouts. He has a sub 1.5 ERA over the last 2 months. Darren Ruff has an RBI single right before Yaz drives in another on a double, and the Giants are just 1 win away from being 40 games above 500. Just absolutely insanity what they have done this year. And shout out to Gabe Kapler. A lot of people talk smack about him. He's done wonders in San Francisco. The Marlins faced off against the Reds yesterday, and again, like we mentioned, the Reds have been scuffling, which is good news for Padres fans. Jorge Alfaro, he stays scorching hot with 2 RBIs. He is now batting .381 over his last 5 games, and Jesus Sanchez got all of this one. 443 feet for a 3-run bomb, and then Jorge Alfaro drives in another in the 6th inning for Sandy Alcantara. He was disgusting. 7 innings, 12 strikeouts, only 1 walk. Miami in the next few years can have a super rotation with Sixto Sanchez. You have Sandy Alcantara, Trevor Rogers. They have a bunch of other guys as well. They're going to be good. Max Meyer. I mean, they are loaded for days. And also, if Jesus Luzardo can be a solid bullpen guy, or if they fix him and he can be a starter, watch the heck out. Dodgers versus Rockies game was kind of boring for the first few. It was knotted up at 1 apiece going into the bottom of the 4th. And CT3, Chris Taylor, says enough of that. That was big for confidence because he has been in a slump the last 2 or 3 weeks. Will Smith, he knocks in a pair. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Will Smith has a higher OPS when his team is losing or tied than when his team is winning, so he is better in the clutch than anything else. AJ Pollock continues to impress. He has a 293 batting average with 32 home runs and an almost 140 OPS plus since the beginning of 2020 as the Dodgers. They win fairly easy 5-2 because the pitching was so good. The Rays versus the Orioles. Jorge Mateo turns into El Mago for a second. He avoids the tag in the third inning. This guy has been incredible. This is a complete coincidence. Don't take this serious, but the Padres have a losing record ever since they traded away Jorge Mateo. Take that for what you want. Also had an RBI single in the sixth, so he is now batting .365 with the Orioles. Okay, back to reality. Austin Meadows and Joey Wendell, they bring in 2 runs in the top of the 7th, and then Wendell, who might be the most underrated defender at third base in all of baseball, makes an insane play at the hot corner, and Randy Arozarena with a 2-run opposite field home run, he gives the Rays the lead. And Kittredge, he nails down the save. Randy, he is still a rookie, and in his first 155 big league games, has 25 home runs, 17 stolen bases, and a 136 OPS plus, so suck it, haters. Randy is really good. The Cubs, they shut out the White Sox yesterday. You have Wisdom taking over for about 10 to 15 minutes, a diving stop at third base, and then hits his 24th home run of the year right before Rafael Ortega watches the ball fly on a grand slam in the 4th inning. Patrick Wisdom does it again, so he now has 25 home runs, a 141 OPS plus. All of this for Alec Mills, who was out of his mind yesterday. His longest start since he threw a no-hitter, 8 1/3 shutout innings. So India versus Wisdom is going to be a very fun Rookie of the Year race. Just that Wisdom doesn't have as many at-bats. I think 170 less, so it's a lot. The Twins barely beat the Brewers yesterday, and the Twins have been playing really well as of late, if I might say so myself. Miguel Sano rips 2 RBIs on this double, and Simmons drives in 1 on a hit by pitch. And Luis Ariz takes a bases-loaded walk. Now Christian Yelich for the Brewers, he brings in a run on a sacrifice fly, and then brings in another one, but the error ties up the game. Then Simmons, and then Donaldson knocks in Jorge Polanco. He has a 134 OPS plus as Colomé does not implode for once. He induces a double play to end it, and the Brewers have now lost 3 games in a row, and they're 5-5 in their last 10. The battle for Texas, our final game for today, the Astros versus the Rangers. Bregman starts off the game with a web gem over at third base, and in my opinion, the Astros, they're cool in my book. I'm over 2017 just because of Yordan Alvarez and the fact that they have carried themselves pretty well in 2021. I don't really hear them say anything. They just play baseball. They're really good. I think they have the first or the second best record against teams who are above 500, so they are getting the job done. We saw Yordan smack his 27th. Maldi drives in 2 on a single, and then Correa goes 440 for his 20th home run. He is nearing a 6 WAR for the season, which means that he is going to get absolutely paid, like paid in the offseason. Altuve, he drives in the 5th run for the Astros just to be safe as Adolis Garcia hits homer number 28, but Framber Valdez, 7 innings, 7 strikeouts, only 3 hits. All right, everyone, well, that does it for today's MLB recap. Thank you all so much for watching. There's not going to be a This Day in MLB History. Instead, let's rip those packs. Thanks again to Auction of Champions for sponsoring today's video. The link will be in the description down below. Let's have some fun. So thank you again to Auction of Champions for allowing us to unbox these bad boys. Bowman Best is easily my favorite product, and also Topps Chrome Sapphire. It's pretty nice as well. Mike Trout along with a autograph of Bryce Jarvis of the Diamondbacks. So we have a Pete Alonso, Francisco Lindor, of course, it trolls me. Yo, we have a 250 Juan Soto. This is a parallel. Super hyped about that. And then an Adbert Alzole, and also there's a card stuck to this one. Ooh, an Atomic Royce Lewis. Nice. Shohei Ohtani, Vlad Guerrero Jr., Fernando Tatis, Zach Gallen rookie card. A Bobby Witt out of 150 refractor. That is hey, that's a big pull right there. He is going off in the minors. Well, it's not an autograph, but I will definitely take... Oh, wait. The autograph is on the back. I didn't even realize that. Ivan Herrera. Speaking of didn't realize, I didn't know he existed until right now. Let's see if this autograph is a little bit better. Royce Lewis, Ronald Acuna Jr., back-to-back Ronalds, and then we have a Shogo Akiyama out of 99, a rookie. All right, here we go. The final Bowman's Best autograph. We have a Bobby Bradley rookie, Yadier Molina, Justin Verlander, and then last but not least, who do we get? Max Muncy. Hey, could get some 2021 NL MVP votes. So for our autographs, not too bad for Bowman's Best. All right, now we're going to move on to some Topps Chrome. It could get crazy. We have Albert Pujols and a orange something. What the heck is this? An orange Eduardo Rodriguez. That one's pretty cool. I like that hit. We have a Dustin Pedroia and a Gio Gonzalez. Every single one on this card is gone. Look at that. Javier Baez, Schwarber, Rizzo, Chris Bryant. I don't know who that is, but every single one of these guys is gone. So we have that one. And then we get a Josh Stamont. Cool. I like Josh Stamont. That's a good autograph. So make sure you guys visit Auction of Champions. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.